Some of the most iconic spec weapons in the game have had some rebalances. The dragon weapons. Today we see the release of a mini ninja strike, and based on Mod Sponge's work in the latest game jam, a lot of the dragon weapons have been rewrit and rebalanced, with the idea of more special attacks getting some love in the future. Before we get into that, I want to quickly mention that the advent calendar is making its way around the corner once again. Like advent calendars in real life, logging in every day during December, you can open up a new reward from the calendar throughout the month. If you open rewards for 15 days, you will get the new portable snowfall aura cosmetic override. So just a reminder, the advent calendar is coming back starting the beginning of December. That said, let's now look at this quality of life mini strike and see what's been added with today's update. Starting off, dragon weapons special attacks have been rebalanced. More on that in a moment. Godbooks can now charge up to 24 hours, and the tooltips have been updated to better emphasize their effects. You can no longer gain effects from the scripture of Bic without using charge. Desert, ice, and jungle strikeworms no longer require a slayer task to attack. Elves and nihils will now consistently spawn as the captured variant when newly placed in the player-owned slayer dungeon. NPCs placed before now will continue to spawn a random variant. Super Guthix restores no longer give adrenaline. Runecrafting talismans have been updated to better reflect their usage, and crystal tools tooltips now accurately reflect their effects. Now taking a look at those dragon weapon special attack changes. Keep in mind this was a game jam update by Mod Sponge, so he only had the time to focus on the dragon weapons. The idea is to ultimately look at all specials, but based on how this goes, we'll see where that leads. So here are your changes. The Dragon Dagger now deals 85 to 165% ability damage on hit and is no longer channeled. Your Dragon Halberd now deals 50 to 190% ability damage each hit, no longer channeled, no longer has a cooldown, and they fixed an issue that would cause players to change target or not hit some targets twice when casting. The Dragon Mace now deals 150 to 310% ability damage. Adrenaline cost has been reduced to 20, and they removed the damage roll offset, which was previously less likely to roll low than high. Dragon Two-Hander Sword now deals 230 to 350% ability damage. Adrenaline cost reduced to 50, increased the range of the special attack from a 3x3 to a 5x5. Dragon Claws now deals a total of 184 to 600% ability damage across 4 hits. Remove the stall from the ability animation and is no longer channeled. Dragon Longsword now deals 90 to 410% ability damage, and the attack now features a raised hit cap. The Dragon Hatchet's effect now applies on hit rather than on cast, and the adrenaline has been reduced to 30. The Dragon Scimitar now deals 50 to 210% ability damage. Adrenaline cost reduced to 25, and now grants a new buff on hit, which increases your hit chance of slash attacks by 25% for 1 minute. The Dragon Battle Axe now has a buff bar icon, and finally, while not a dragon weapon, the Armadale Battle Staff now has a channeling buff bar icon. And that is it for your mini ninja strike. Let me know what you guys think of any of these abilities. Are you going to be using one that you haven't before, or are you going to be using one more now that you used previously, knowing its uses? If you've watched this far and you've enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you'd like to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, hit that subscribe button. That said, we're going to finally wrap out the video by looking at the patch notes and see what's been changed with today's strike, so let's check it out. The What's New interface has been removed from Commander Conrad and Captain Kane at Barbarian Assault. A new item is available from the Traveling Merchants. The Horn of Honor can be redeemed for Barbarian Assault honor points. The lighting in the Dungeon of Disorder has been fixed. The lighting in the Polypore Dungeon has been improved for better visibility. The collection of notes from the Zamorak Lord of Chaos pre-release event are now obtainable once again from their allocated monsters, Black Knights, Dagon High, Greater Demons, and Monks of Zamorak. The collection of notes can be reclaimed from player-owned houses. A collection of Zamorakian notes achievement has been added and is worth 10 rune score for collecting all 5 notes. The Madness and Malediction achievement has been fixed and now gives 20 rune score as intended. 2 of the 4 Skeletal Wyvern variants were affected by dragon modifiers. These have been removed. Skeletal Wyverns aren't dragons. Quest overviews released after the Aftermath quest no longer display 6-age text about the gods of Gielinor and your World Guardian powers. Soften the wording of the the suggested requirements in the Aftermath quest overview and removed its disclaimer. Added a timeline category in the quest list below World Guardian for quests that take place post-Aftermath. And finally added an age category in the quest list below 6 age for quests that take place post-Aftermath. And that's everything for your patch notes. If you missed last week's video, I'd love to see you over there. Video is on screen for you to go ahead and check it out. Jagex introduced a bunch of Black Friday bundles, some of which could still be purchased today, so do check it out. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Aloha.